And the SB goes to, not surprising, Caitlin Clark.
Hey, yo, what up, everybody? It's your substitute, Scooter D, but my man still out of town. Talking to you about some more Caitlin Clark. Let's break this down. Look, man, we all know that awards belong to the stars who really matter and build a 360-degree impact on sports. And SB knows who deserves their awards. I'm talking about Caitlin Clark. The rookie star made the headlines for winning 2 awards at the ESPYs. Now, she was honored with the Best College Athlete Women's Sports and Best Record-Breaking Performance Awards during the ceremony held on July 11th.
I mean, honestly, Caitlin Clark has done so much not only for women's college basketball, obviously what she's doing in the WNBA.
But award receiving was a bit more interesting than y'all might think, because Clark accepted her first award during the red carpet broadcast, where Serena Williams later hosted the show. That she later received her second award, beating out NFL player Christian McCaffrey for the best record-breaking performance. Unable to attend the event in person, Clark shared her gratitude through a virtual message. Now, she said, "I just wanted to say thank you for this recognition. Now, obviously, I could not be there tonight. I'm a little bit busy in Indianapolis." She expressed her appreciation for the support from her teammates and coaches at the University of Iowa, saying the award means a lot, not only to her, but also to her teammates and coaches that she had at the University of Iowa. "It's special for all of us, and it was a special year in women's athletics. Thank you, ESPN." She concluded her message by acknowledging the other nominees and winners, stating, "I just want to give a shout out to all the nominees and award winners tonight." She expressed her wish to be there, but how she couldn't go to receive the award when she had beaten her favorite star, Diana Taurasi, on the court. Leading up to the ESPYs, Clark had the most nominations, including nods for Best Athletes Women's Sports, Best College Athlete Women's Sports, and Best Record-Breaking Performance by becoming the NCAA's all-time scoring leader. Her popularity has surged following her standout college basketball career at the University of Iowa. In April, she was selected for the #1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft and debuted professionally with the Indiana Fever in May. Despite her accomplishments and achievements, Clark did not make the U.S. women's basketball team for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Now, she responded to the news in June, telling Indy Star Sports reporter Chloe Peterson that she's excited for the girls who are on the team. She knows that it's the most competitive team in the world, and she understands it could have gone either way with her being on the team or not, and she's just excited for them. Clark added, "I'm going to be rooting them on to win gold. I was a kid that grew up watching the Olympics. It'll be fun to watch them." She emphasized that she felt no disappointment and viewed it as motivation for future opportunities. Now, that's how great of an athlete she is. Stephen Smith defended Clark against criticism related to her popularity, noting in an exclusive interview with Us Weekly, he stressed that race is always a component that we can't ignore, but it doesn't always have to be negative. He said, "She happens to be white, but also happens to be a terrific basketball player, a terrific person with terrific family background with terrific marketability assets." Following the achievement, the Indiana Fever rookie opened up about the representation of women's basketball at the ceremony. Now, her words garnered the attention of the basketball community while pointing towards the trajectory of the women's sport. During the latest post-game conference, Clark admitted to watching the show from home. Now, she subsequently appreciated the involvement of women athletes, especially basketball players. Following this, the 22-year-old hinted at a bright future for the sport, stating, "I think it shows where women's basketball is going and obviously women's athletics in general. Juju Watkins and Aja Wilson won. I won a couple. I think it shows the excitement around the game and how many people watch and pay attention to where it's going to go." Like a number of her collegiate honors, it wasn't the first time that she captured one of the ESPY awards. Now, Clark was honored as the best women's college athlete, topping LSU gymnastics star Haley Bryant, Wisconsin volleyball star Sarah Franklin, and Northwestern lacrosse star Izzy Skane for the award. Clark had won the ESPY for Best Women's College Athlete in 2023 as well. But Clark made some ESPY history on Thursday night. With her ESPY's win for Best Record-Breaking Performance, Clark became the first woman to capture the award. So on Friday, Clark and the Indiana Fever was gearing up to play host to the Phoenix Mercury later that night. In a pre-game press conference, Clark was asked what it meant to be recognized as the first woman to capture the best record-breaking performance ESPY. Clark was certainly honored, but she also couldn't believe that she was the first woman to win the award, and she thinks that she probably shouldn't have been neither. She had this to say: "It probably shouldn't have been me to be the first woman to win that award. How does Serena Williams never win that award?" The fact that Clark is the first woman to win the award is sort of crazy when y'all stop and think about it. Serena Williams is arguably one of the greatest women's athletes of all time. During her dominance in women's tennis, Williams racked up 23 Grand Slam singles titles. There's also been plenty of other great female athletes since the ESPYs was introduced in 1993 too. Honestly, it's great to see Clark pay homage to one of the other all-time great female athletes, Serena Williams. As a lifetime supporter of women's athletics, it's not surprising in the least from Clark.
Caitlin Clark had an amazing year and is nominated for 3 awards.
Serena Williams was the host of last night's ESPY Awards show, and she did a fairly good job, all things considered. But during her initial monologue, the 23-time Grand Slam champion used a joke about Caitlin Clark to serve up some racism. During her opening remarks, Williams joked about everything from Drake's ongoing beef with Kendrick Lamar to Shohei Ohtani losing millions in his interpreter's gambling scandal. Additionally, she poked fun at the Indiana Fever guard, but it took an unnecessary racial turn. Caitlin Clark had an amazing year and is nominated for 3 awards, Williams said. "You are the Larry Bird in that you are an amazing player, you've got ties to Indiana, and white people are really crazy about you." Now, on the surface, this really isn't the worst thing that's ever been said, and the first 2 parts of her joke is true. Clark has been referred to as the WNBA's Larry Bird in the past, and she does got ties to Indiana thanks to her pro team. And as far as race baiting goes, though, that was kind of lame. But man, do we absolutely need this in a monologue? No freaking way. Could we afford to live without it and still have a funny monologue? Yeah, man. I mean, come on. Insinuating that only white people are fans of Caitlin Clark is as counterproductive as it is false. It further continues to make Clark and her success another method by which we make everything about her tied to race. Also, it's thoroughly disingenuous to say that Clark has only got white fans. Not only has she brought the WNBA record viewership numbers for many of her games, but she's also helped other teams bring in record attendance for games against the Fever. Just look at all these crowds for her games against the Atlanta Dream and Las Vegas Aces, respectively. Look, man, I ain't saying I'm some kind of modern Sherlock Holmes, but even with my elementary deductive skills, it's justifiable to think that it's safe to assume that there's a decent chunk of non-white Clark fans in all these stadiums and elsewhere. But it looking like Williams wants us to believe that in all those crowds and every other massive gathering of fans, only white people came to see Clark. Now, unsurprisingly, that comment from Williams went viral in a matter of seconds. Now, some fans thought Williams delivered a perfect joke at the ESPYs. Others, though, thought that it was a divisive joke that didn't need to be said, so she met some deserving treatment. One fan wrote over on X, "Divide, divide, divide. Dang, man, what a waste of a moment to unite." Another fan asked, "Why bring race into it?" A third fan said, "Some white people like Serena Williams, and some black people like Caitlin Clark. Generalization is provocative. Good job, Serena. You were provocative for 5 minutes. Congratulations." Next. Clark has not responded to Williams' joke, nor will she do that, because she never spreads hate and racism, because she's a real generational star. Alright, so what are your thoughts on all of these shenanigans and Caitlin winning them awards? Make sure y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.